y'all haven't lost three straight SEC series in a long time. I'm just curious what your message is to the team as y'all try to right the ship.
Well, we just have to get better at a few things. Number one, we got to have a little better clutch hitting. Left too many runners out there, and uh, kind of the same thing happened on Friday. And Friday we struck out too many times. Kind of corrected that last couple of days, but couldn't really get the big hit. So that happened. He kind of runs in streaks a little bit, but starting pitching got to get better. Got to show us a little more, and um, that'd be the two things that jump out at me right away.
Yeah, you mentioned the clutch hitting. The offense kind of dried up there after the second inning today. Just was it the matter of y'all's approach or what do you think happened there?
Yeah, I think that we just didn't. We didn't take advantage of some pitches that we fouled straight back, and you know, not really. The approach was pretty good. We just didn't. You're not going to get hits every time you get up there at the plate, but you got to make adjustments. And I thought that I think his name was Pinop or whatever his name was. The second pitcher did a pretty good job of slowing us down, and um, Rodriguez came in and they realized that we were going to get on him pretty quick, and he went with McNeely, who's been one of their conference starters, and he held us down for a while. Uh, and then we hit a ball to the fence with two on and two out, down three, and another ball to the fence the inning before. We just didn't have a lot of things go our way, but we needed to set up those innings a little bit earlier. Not wait till the eighth and ninth inning to really rally a little bit. That's what was disappointing.
And Clemente for them shut y'all down Friday and then did it again today. Just what makes him so tough?
Well, he throws 97 miles an hour, and he's got a pretty good breaking ball. Today I felt like he didn't shut us down. He just got out of some jams. He gave up four hits and two balls that were hit to the fence, and one of them was way up the fence. The other one was back up against the fence, and we pull those balls just a little bit, they're out of the park, and sometimes that's just the way the game goes. But uh, yeah, we needed to add to that 5-1 lead, and we needed a couple guys that pitch a little bit better, obviously. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Dave. Cahillo gets robbed in the eighth, and then Justin almost ties it thereafter. I mean, how much of today is, hey, our offense needs to be better versus that's just kind of how the game goes sometimes?
A little bit of both, really. You can't just sit around and hope you hit the ball out of the park. You gotta hit some singles every now and then. And there were a couple of times we needed singles. We didn't need to be, swinging for the fence. And we've done a pretty good job with that this year, fighting with two strikes, getting pitchers' pitch counts up, and maybe hitting a single here and there. But give Florida credit. They came out and they just outplayed us today.
And then Carson leaving in the middle innings. Do you know what part of the body was giving him discomfort? Is there an update on him?
Oh yeah, it's a bad part. It's the elbow.
And then just kind of, I mean, how tough of a situation is that to have to, bring a guy in from the pen immediately after, and Florida's able to capitalize on that?
Yeah, I mean it's a tough situation because you're bummed out about the pitcher that gets hurt, and then at the same time you got a pitcher that gets to come in and get ready. But I don't know. He gets a pop up, and then he gave up two doubles, and they punched in a couple of runs there. But that's kind of the way it goes. But it's tough. It's a tough situation. You just got to find a way to get through it.
And then I guess, does a high scoring, closer game on a Sunday, does that kind of make you rethink it all using Jimenez with a 6-run lead or not as much?
No, we had to win that game. It would have been nice not to have to use him, but we had a pitcher that came in before him that walked four hitters and hit someone. So, pitch count got up, got some, situations. So everything adds up. It all adds up. Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, hi coach. The thinking behind maybe pulling Landon after just 2 innings and just kind of how you think what you saw.
Well, what I saw was him face 9 hitters. He didn't strike any of them out. He really didn't have a put away pitch. They were on everything he was throwing. I think we were fortunate to get out of there after 2 innings with just with a couple of runs given up.
And then maybe when you come to the ballpark and you realize a player like Shelton's not in the lineup, does that change anything or change the mood in the dugout?
No, we knew he wasn't going to play. He hurt himself yesterday. And, they got good players. They got more than one, so it doesn't change at all. We're just trying to do our thing.
Oh, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, Coach, with Wiggins, did it happen on the pickoff throw, or do you think it happened on one of the earlier pitches?
Well, he felt it when he picked it first. Who knows when it happened? I mean, he threw the ball. I think the couple pitches he threw were 99, 100 miles an hour. And then it just didn't feel right when he picked. So he's smart enough to say something and get out of there. And we'll get it looked at tomorrow.
And as good as y'all's bullpen has been all year, do you feel, I mean, you kind of mentioned earlier, do you feel like you're just putting too much pressure on those guys, too many innings with the short starts?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a lot of short starts all season long, it seems like, and had a couple of good ones there in the middle. But if we could put together back-to-back good starts, what I mean, like 6, 7 innings, that'd be awesome. We haven't done it in a while, and we've got some guys that when you bring them in, the first time they seem to do pretty good. It's tough doubling up, and I didn't want Jimenez to go again today. I mean, he probably could have gone a little bit, but he threw up and down a few times yesterday, and we finally bring him in, and it's just too much. We're trying to make sure he's healthy at the end of the year.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your #1 source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA. We're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the #1 online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.